Welcome everybody, here we are back again. Top 16 is going to be starting for 2v2.
We have finally made it to the bracket where it's double elimination. You're out, you're out. You don't get to play 5 different teams.
Yeah, Waterfall has ended, all the group stage is over, so to speak.
And top 16 is where we're going into. No one has any losses. It's not like
it's a fresh double elimination.
Right.
Bracket.
It's not like some of the other tournaments without Waterfall where you come out of pools with a loss and you're already in the lower bracket of top 16. No, this is all everyone's starting fresh. Everyone has a chance to get to the end. It doesn't matter which division you rose up from. Right. This is equal footing.
Yep, and this is also where we're going to start seeing the teams that qualified through circuit points throughout the year.
Who have just been sitting and chilling this entire time.
They didn't have to play through Waterfall. They were already qualified. And I'm really curious to see what some of them are going to be doing.
Yeah, I hope they've been keeping warm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Crocky Doppy, I've been seeing them just walking around, chilling, hanging out with fans.
Yeah. You can do that, but if you get too lax, like all the rest of these guys, some of them coming up from Div 2 have just been playing match after match after match. They are ready to go. And as we get into this, I believe that we're going to see another team in that scenario, Maltum and TB, who, if I remember correctly, were seeded 4th. Or actually, I think it's a bit higher than that.
Yeah, I think a little bit higher than that.
3rd or 2nd.
They're one of the long-running EU teams. And, you know, in the early part of the circuit, we always saw them taking the seasonal championships.
3, 2, 1,
yeah, and, you know, I know both of them have sort of had a bit of a rough patch in terms of Brawlhalla commitment. Maltum hasn't been as into it as before. TB as well. Are we getting into the game or is this button checks? This is button checks. Right?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay,
TB just going down. That's definitely button checks. But yeah, they've played on and off. You know, they took a couple breaks here and there.
They played random in summer championships or something.
Right. Yeah.
Something ridiculous. I trust they're not doing that this time.
Well, who knows? TB is hovering over it.
He was hovering.
No.
Okay.
Right. That would be interesting to see. You know,
I'm very curious.
Maybe they've just been practicing so much it doesn't matter.
They could play random. Yeah. I remember talking to Maltum after one of the tournaments he played random, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "No, man. This is it. I need to win this with random." For myself.
The true test.
Yeah.
To be like, am I at the level I want to achieve right now?
So, I mean, Multimum's the one, you know, with X to who had X to pick up, and what was the other one? Side over neutral when he won regional qualifiers.
Oh
so
yeah, that's crazy.
He's a crazy guy.
I know EU's always been a little crazy in that regard, right? I mean, ERAM had up to jump still tied to aim up until just later this year.
Did he really?
Yeah, I remember everybody at Combo Breaker, I think, was giving him stuff for
up
it.
to jump. Can you even do like?
There's a lot of things you can't.
Nair, like if you tried to do a nair from the ground, you just jump up and do it, right? Or something ridiculous like that. Yep. I was playing with the 2014 build, and that's sort of what we were getting. But
yep. Clearly Ariel not using that though, as he's able to get that dash jump ground pound. Is this going to be it to take out TB? No, manages to slip back to the wall, safe on stage.
Both teams fairly even. TB's taking a bit less damage. Multum getting that neutral sig for the quick kill on QS.
You know, Queen Knight, she just hits so hard, especially with the damage build what it is in doubles. You get hit by any signature, that's going to be the stock.
And you know Multum's going to be using the signatures to great effect here. And of course the Katars, which I think he's been a lot more familiar with. The Spear I haven't seen as much from Multimum though. And a really nice double KO as QS pushes both of them using the side sig, and Ariel finishes them off with the hammer stare.
I mean, that was really quick, really clean, gave them the stock advantage. You unfortunately don't get the situation of where you get a bit of 2v1 time, but I'll take the stock trade for that.
Now QS trying to make up for his damage deficit by getting some quick damage on Multum and TB as he delays for his teammate to come back. And we're fighting two 1v1s on opposite sides of the screen. Bit of edge guarding from both sides, but everyone's going to make it back on stage just fine.
Yeah, from the play that we've seen in just these early couple minutes, which team do you think is going to benefit more if it kind of continues with those two separate 1v1s?
I think Multum and TB prefer the two 1v1s, but I'm not 100% sure if it actually puts them at any advantage. Ariel and QS are both seem very competent in both those situations.
Yeah, I think QS, you know, long-time 2v2 player in the EU scene, I don't think he's made as big of a splash in singles, so I'm imagining we would want to see more team play from Red.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if they can try to make that happen. For sure, it seems like Multum and TB are the ones that are doing that. And
just so many down airs into that ground pound would not let QS back.
QS could not do anything about it, and, you know, I'm thinking he had to have been trying to call for his teammate, who was just too wrapped up with what Multimum was doing.
All right, trying to hunt down Ariel. He's fresh white, but that can quickly disappear. Ooh, gets the KO. He's got a little bit of time for a 1v1 before TB's back on his feet.
And now trying to use those weapon throws, trying to get those interrupts. He doesn't have any particular target, I don't think, as since both of these players are in the white. You know, there isn't any clear or concise, oh, I have to go for this player so I can bring it back down to a 1v1. The nice neutral from TB, but no follow-up coming out from Ultima. I was expecting maybe even just a nair.
Oh no, that spear ground pound, is it going to be enough? Tough coming back, recovery catches. It's going to close out game one for TB and Multimum.
Looking good in this first game. We're going to go to the second one. Is QS going to make a weapon swap? Or a character switch? Diana.
Ooh. Diana. Interesting.
Get yourself some guns so you can dare ground pound onto TV.
Right? It looks fun. It just looks really good. You know, we've been hearing a lot of blasters in 2v2 because they have a lot of that extended range, so you can kind of play the zone, you can play a support role, as well as having attacks that last a long time. It gives your teammate time to confirm for some combo follow-ups.
Time to confirm, and when I was watching Daiku Effie, one of the things that just blew my mind was how they could stack on top of each other and just throw out a bunch of moves because of that range, because none of those are hitting stack. They use that to their advantage, and that was amazing.
Now it's like QS trying to put that into effect, building damage. Multimum already going down.
Multimum going down. TB trying to bait Red Team into an edge guard position that he knows he can win, and instead QS and Aerial smartly playing away. TB does manage to get that side sig. Multimum trying to get a couple sigs of his own to finish off QS. Can't quite get it.
You know, I really like seeing how the move selection changes when the teammate is down. Corsation was very quick to opt, only using side light, neutral air, side air, all the quick blasters moves, knowing that anything else was too much of a commitment.
And now, of course, that his teammate's alive, you saw that downlight, you saw that gravity cancel downlight.
Man, I cannot believe Multimum is already down on his final stock.
Multimum's getting hammered. Now QS, Aerial coming in. Nice side sig. Aerial's there to try to get a follow-up, but Multimum prevents it from happening, throws out his own recovery instead. Hits TB by accident with that down sig.
Uh-oh, that's something they cannot afford. Knocks Aerial down to the last stock as well. Slight stock lead, even though Multimum's in the red already. You know, Queen Nai's defense, I can't imagine how many attacks they must have landed on Multimum to get there.
TB finally loses his first stock, and now all the stocks are evened up. It's up to Multimum to try to use that that Queen Nai defense to stay alive. That's going to help. I think some lower defense definitely would have killed with that move. Instead, Multimum coming in with lots of down airs, hopefully relying on TB to keep him alive.
All right, you got to imagine that they're hunting for Aerial. They want to get the 2v1. No, Corsation and Aerial are going to be the ones getting a 2v1 first.
Ooh. Oh, it's a 1v1.
We got a real match.
2 stocks each.
We've got an honest match, ladies and gentlemen.
TB versus QS. TB definitely has more experience in the 1v1 department, but you know, with what I know, he hasn't brushed up as much on the 1v1 department.
He's got a little bit of extra movement with those Katars and Lucian, one of the higher speed legends, and he's trying to put that to work against QS.
QS now opting for the bow against TB's guns.
Interesting, a little bit of edgeguard play. Katar's bow, both very edgeguard heavy weapons.
This could be bad for TB. Oh, QS! Got a ledge cancel on the ground pound, instead putting on a ground heavy, and that is going to get him killed. He's going to need to finish off TB real quick.
Cannot spot dodge that attack. You know, it covers a nice area right in front of you, lasts for a very long time. You got to dodge away. Uh-oh, not yet enough.
Lucian defense coming into play. QS is still not getting it.
Oh my gosh, Katar strings really building that lead for TB.
And the side air, TB is taking so much damage. The weapon throw is not going to do it. He still has his recovery. QS goes in deep. TB punishes, but isn't going to go too aggressive. He's going to try to keep that lead as long as he can.
Look at this, using that extra range from the blasters. Just keeping QS at bay, getting the damage, pushing him out.
And QS at this point's got to be feeling really frustrated. He's trying not to overfish because you can see how much damage he's taking as a result. But man, he just cannot get this kill on TB. TB could take this with a 2-stock. QS still looking for a way to kill. The sidelights aren't connecting. He's pulled out so many of them.
TB still alive. QS looking for the edge guard, not able to get it. The recovery's gonna do it. TB well over 200 damage, but now all he's got to do is tap QS.
And TB is not making the same mistake QS did. He's not going to be overfishing. QS only manages to land a single down air. Ooh, nice dare over there, but can't get a follow-up afterwards. He can't do that same dare that TB was doing.
Ooh, TB going into the blaster's mirror, gonna do it with the down air.
And that will do it indeed.
House
a
lights
lights-out
down.
performance coming out from Multimum and TV.
House lights coming down, signifying that this is the start of top 16. We've got that going on main stage. This is going on this stream right here.
You turn off the lights for top 16?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's news to me.
Yeah, most tournaments, you know, they'll just kind of drop the house lights, be like, hey, moving on.
Pay attention.
Yeah. Oh,
Get back on the main stage.
This is the last bit of 2's action. Tomorrow is all 1s, and top 8 for 2's and 1s is all going to be on Sunday.
Yep, as we sort of close in, get the best of the best onto the stages as quickly as we can, and Multimum and TB, they're definitely up there. They have confirmed top 8.
Oh, man. That's
all
exciting.
you need is one game. You just need one game you've confirmed.
That's exciting.
I'm sure that's a great feeling. I remember Starlight. He was asking about that. He's just like, just one game, right? That's all I need to do, and I'm confirmed for Sunday. Feels good.
Man, that's great. You know, TB Multimum, they had qualified top 16 by circuit points. They just had to sit down, play one game, and now they're sitting pretty until Sunday.
It's very relaxing.
It's a good weekend.
It's very relaxing.
It's a good weekend, and they're in the running for the $50,000 2v2 pool. And then tomorrow they're gonna have to scrap around a little bit.
Yeah.
To get towards that 1v1 pool. I mean, I know Multimum's definitely sitting top 32 due to circuit points.
Oh, absolutely. Right. So
I'm not sure where TB was sitting. He may be as well. I'm not sure.
There's a decent chance. Yeah, because top 32 starts on Sunday. So Multimum can now not do anything for the next 48 hours.
He gets to just relax, have a nice
weekend.
He gets to really relax.
Oh, man. He has confirmed himself for Sunday in both the 1v1 and 2v2. Well done for Multimum.
That's exciting. That's really exciting. And, if you guys were looking for more Corsation and Aerial, again, top 16 started a fresh double elimination bracket, so they're just getting sent down to the lower bracket. They're still around.
All right, I'm gonna check out this this current top 16 bracket, see if I can glean into what we might be seeing.
All right. I'm looking over at main stage. If you guys are checking out the main channel, we've got Daiku and Effie against Boomy and Remy going on.
Oh, wow.
Twitch.tv/Brawlhalla, because we got 3 streams running this weekend. We've got /Brawlhalla. Oh, we've got the brackets up. Lord Bifu coming through.
This is nice. All right, so we just saw Multimum TB QS Aerial. Cyclist Isidru Noel Blood Diamond is something we haven't seen. Are Cyclist and Isidru auto-qualified?
Yes, they are. They qualified through points because Starlight and Astronaut had to split. Astronaut wasn't able to make it this weekend, and so their invite slot slid down to Cyclist and Isidru.
Makes sense. So that's 1, 2, and then so 1 is Addy Master Cake, 2 is Boomy Remy, 3 is Multimum TB, 4 is Crocky Doppy.
Oh, looks like Multimum TB may actually have to fight one more, since this is a fresh double elimination bracket.
Oh, so we're starting at top 32.
Technically.
Not top 16.
Yeah. So Multimum TB, they're in top 16, but to boil down to top 8, they're going to actually have to fight the winner of Cyclist Isidru or Noel Blood Diamond.
I mean, I'd say that's a tough match, but like everything's here is a tough match. At this point in
the tournament,
it's all tough matches. Yeah.
Any one of these teams could be the world champion.
All right, that's interesting. So it looks like, Iram Pugsy lost to Addy Cake.
Ooh. Man, Iram Pugsy, that is a pairing that I did not expect.
Yeah. I remember sort of like, it was a very low-key finding that out. They were just like, I think it was when Zaloxery lost his teammate, and I was like, wait, Pugsy, who are you teaming with? He's like, Iram.
Yeah.
How is that going to work out?
I mean, 2 incredibly strong players. They've been around forever. And you got to imagine that they've played a ton of games together. And it looks like we are going to be getting this next match will be Noel and Blood Diamond against Cyclist and Isidru.
This should be very interesting because Isidru has really risen up as of late. I mean, he's been making it work, and Cyclist has been around for a while. I feel like I haven't seen Cyclist in a while though.
Yeah, I mean he had a great performance at CEO Dreamland, and he really shines as a 2v2 player.
Is he still playing Ragnar? That's my question because he stuck with Ragnar for quite a while.
That's true. I mean, it has been a while since we've seen him in tournament play, so I'm very curious to that as well.
Of course, Noel and Blood Diamond. We've all seen him. We all know him.
Oh yeah.
Every time I've talked to Noel about 2s, he's just been like, yeah, Blood Diamond carries me. That's how I play 2s. Blood Diamond carries me. I'm like, all right, man. I hope to see Blood Diamond carry Noel.
I mean, Blood Diamond is an exceptional 2v2 player. And this year we really saw a lot of breakout performances from him in the 1v1 space. So you have to imagine that's just only served to make him better as a teammate.
It's really fun watching watching Blood Diamond, you know, clutch the sets, make it work. Noel, he's a great 1v1 player.
Oh yeah.
But he really needs his guy when it comes to those
support.
clutch situations. Yep.
Yeah, I know we see them play a lot, and you know, as many team changes as have happened over the course of the circuit, there's been a lot. You know, even Noel has changed up teammates a lot. Blood Diamond has changed up teammates a lot. But I was very happy to see them go back to each other.
Yeah, and we got a few of those too. Like we got Boomy and Remy, who joined back and like instantly got a ton of circuit points. And enough to get them to this point.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So I'm very curious to see how far we can get Noel and Blood Diamond. I'm very curious to see what Cyclist and Sigil look like after all this time, because it definitely feels like a lot of their current experience comes more from the past as opposed to the more recent future, and so that's really going to come into play in terms of you know,
because
how
the
well
latter
they can
half
make
of
this
the
work.
circuit, I mean, especially at a lot of the offline events like Shine, I feel like we didn't see them travel to those. Yeah,
it's been a while since I saw Cyclist. I'm trying to remember his actual Cameron Ocasio. That's it. Since I saw
follow
him
on Twitter, he's you know, he's a pretty popular guy.
He needs to follow us. He's only got a few 100,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Something ridiculous.
He's a popular guy, you know.
Yeah. He had that TV personality.
Some would say.
Some might say that.
Let's see. Everybody's setting up their controls. How many keyboard players do we have on this time?
Way more.
Are we running 4 right now? Or
I'm pretty sure it's 4. It might even be. I think we have 2 keyboard mouse, and then 2 just keyboard. Yeah.
Wow.
It looks like Cyclist is using keyboard mouse. Well, okay, I see 2 mice on Cyclist Deciduous side. I don't know if one of them is just for setting things up, but one of them is definitely for playing.
That's interesting. You know, because there's always like the debate between controller and keyboard, but I feel like you don't see too many keyboard mice players. There was like Boomy, and then who else? It's really most people just end up going for straight keyboard.
I remember looking back at last year's BCX VODs, and I was just like, I was like, oh, look at Boomy, he's playing his keyboard mouse. Pugsy's playing keyboard mouse, and now I never see anyone play keyboard mouse. So, and of course I just saw a lot of controllers back in last year's BCX.
Naturally.
But now everyone's going to keyboard. They say it's optimal.
Well, you know, you can get more flashing lights on those.
That makes it more optimal.
It really
you are
does.
right.
I mean, it's prettier, and when you look good,
you can
feel good,
you can
play good.
On like a typewriter keyboard. I hear
the
ASIO has
those ones.
Yeah.
Those retro ones. Those are beautiful. I know White Sheepy was looking at them.
Oh, she really was.
Discussing
She was
which
like,
one to get.
She was like, I
rose
need
gold outline on the keys. Like,
and I was like, I mean, I don't know if you need it, but it certainly is beautiful.
She sounded like she kind of needed it. Not gonna lie. Gotta get in there. What logo is that? That is Space Station Gaming. That's Noel's new sponsor. Yeah, just recently acquired.
I saw them tweeting about Brawlhalla. They seemed very enthusiastic about it.
Yeah,
they were like,
Photo was actually talking about the jacket that they gave him with their logo on it and everything. Yeah, it's got like beautiful, nice, smooth sleeves. It's got the Brawlhalla logo on the back.
Oh, that sounds great.
That's exciting.
I want to see this this nice hoodie.
Yeah, see if we can sneak a peek.
Looks like looks like Noel's got one of those. Pretty neat. Got some exciting BH games going off to the side. See people popping off.
Oh man, that's always the best feeling, right?
Oh yeah,
get that hard-fought victory.
I've been playing Brawlhalla with my standing desk recently. It's very satisfying to win. And then just be able to immediately, like, I don't have to get up. I'm already up.
Isn't that part of the experience, though? where you get to shoot up out of your chair.
Yeah, but like, I feel pretty good just jumping. I jump up.
You jump.
I jump.
Okay.
I do jump.
All right, because you need that added height, right?
Yes,
You need
I
the
jump.
change in height.
I do a fist bump. I'm very happy.
Right. I mean, that's just by definition a pop off. Actually, pop off.
See, what's also nice is when I lose, I can pop down. Just sit down.
I see. All right.
I get to do both.
You can simmer down. That's just all right.
It's very sad, but you know, I just like I sit back on my chair. I'm like, that happened, and then I have to get back up. That transition is always there. I'm like, all right,
I like that.
I lost. Now I get back up. Now I bring myself in, and I do good. They're doing button checks. Yeah.
I like seeing, you know, very synchronized button checks.
Everyone starts jumping
Everyone
first.
just immediately jumps gravity cancel neutralite.
Yeah. Test out a sequence of buttons that I know I will be using in the game. That actually uses.
I mean, what is the optimal path of actions to take to test every single button you're going to use? Right? Yeah. That's the real question.
You got to do a dash jump into a gravity cancel.
Yes.
Neutralite.
I mean, at that point, you're double testing the dodge button, unless you have 2 dodge buttons.
Who has those?
What triggers, right?
Yeah,
and then like
true.
shift
That's
and
true.
V and yeah.
I remember I was talking to, God, who was it? I think Magma might have tried it. I don't remember if it was Effie who had it originally, but it was like 2 down buttons.
Oh.
Which I thought was fascinating.
Interesting.
It was either 2 downs or it was 2 ups.
Was it for trying to plink fast falls or something? Get a slightly wider window on that?
I think it was something like that.
Interesting.
I was like, yeah, that's certainly. I remember when I was first switching from controller to keyboard and I was messing around with what could be possible. I like basically I wanted to use all my fingers, right? And I was like, I got some extra ones. What if I
fingers, you know, like 12, 13.
Just grow some more, add on a new key. What if I used my extras for more left and right, and I just alternated between all 4 of them, so that would make the shadow stepping easier. I tried it. I tried doing like left, right, left, right.
How'd that work out?
It didn't.
No?
It wasn't working.
No.
I was just like, I was trying to do this, and
see, the real trick is you don't need to alternate left and right for the shadow step. Like you just hold down one and then just keep tapping the other.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
you just need to be like perfectly timed with your taps, or else you're gonna start sliding one way or the other.
Right. It was an attempt though.
I like it. I like it. So are these the picks that we're going to see? Blood Diamond on Ragnir, Noelle on Asuri.
I can see it. Cyclist not playing Ragnir, Cyclist on Nai.
Wow.
Nai's gotten popular.
She seems very popular right now. High strength, high defense. In a 2v2 game, those 2 stats matter a lot.
Those stats matter a lot, but no guns. Which I guess Barraza, you get the high defense.
Right, yep.
The attack's pretty good. And you got the guns.
I like it. You know, we see the high defense just because there's so much damage flying on the field. You want to be able to stick around, help your teammate out, don't give up those stocks. And really, you go for the strength just to counteract the opponent's high defense. Ooh, fighting back here. A little bit of early damage build going the way of blue team. Blood Diamond and Noelle, slight lead. A lot of scrapping going on, very close together. Both teams staying pretty stacked towards the center of the stage. Oh my gosh, Cyclist already going down? Not enough to make it up. Wow. 1 stock lead, Blood Diamond and Noelle. Isidru almost going out. He's got to be so careful on the side here. Deep red. Cyclist really fishing with those Queen Nai signatures, trying to get any sort of knockout. Blood Diamond and Noelle both going into the red. They don't want to let this game run away from them, but it's starting to. Isidru down to his 2nd stock. Cyclist fighting 2v1 for the moment. Oh, so far on the side. You got to be careful when you're on that island. That Cyclist is already down to 1 stock.
Yeah, Blood Diamond and Noel just have complete domination right now. Cyclist and Sidru are really struggling to find their ground right here. Blood Diamond finally losing his first stock, but Noel is going strong. He is going to lose it now. Cyclist with some nice edge guarding.
Man, Blood Diamond smartly just kind of staying out of the fray while he waits for Noel to get back. If they can take out a Sidru and force that power play 2v1 on Cyclist, they might be able to clean up this one very quickly. Oh my gosh, these blasters doing work though. Is Sidru tons of damage going out. This is really working to tie it up. That's exactly what they need, but they need to score KOs to make it count.
Nice recovery, getting that kill on Blood Diamond. Noel unfortunately takes out his partner though. Sidru's in a tough 2v1 because, you know, Blood Diamond's who we need to take out if he wanted to make it back to 1v1, but he's in a fresh stock.
Yeah, and I mean, even going to a 1v1 against Noel, that's a fight I want no part in.
Now as Sidru is down to his last stock, Noel's just throwing away weapons.
Well, Sidru does have that 9 defense to work with.
It was really nice. At the end there, you can see Blood Diamond didn't really have any extra options to do the full gimp off the top, but it was looking a little bit scary there.
All right, hunting a Sidru, that side air, not enough to do it, but another side air.
Wow, he did a gravity cancel down late into a ground pound? He knows he could have done a recovery.
Sometimes you just gotta play for the highlight reel. You know, it's 3 stocks to 1. They could play with their food a little. He is playing a cat after all, right?
Oh my god. All right, as we go into game 2, immediately is Sidru looking at Allgrim. He needs his lance. Gotta have a lance.
You know, Lance, even still, its neutral game does really well in 2v2s, especially how much range and just sheer area a lot of its attacks can cover.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone use this skin in tournament.
Oh,
that's a
Frost Giant
big old mouth. usually looks a lot smaller under the beards.
Yeah, he's usually got the beard covering it, but here, you know, gotta show them sharp teeth. Cyclist staying with Queen Nai.
Into game 2. Cyclist, I don't know. That's a nice Queen Nai and all, but he lost his first 2 stocks real quick. I want to see the Ragnar come out.
You do?
I want to see it.
Return to the classic?
Return to the classic. The axe works in 2v2 quite well.
That is true. That is true. Especially, you know, in 2v2, you usually always have one of the opponents taking an aerial role. And Ragnar has amazing anti-air with that axe neutral sig.
With the axe neutral sig, just throw out a bunch of gravity cancel axe side sig. Like, that Cyclist made that.
Oh, yeah.
Ragnar axe side sig, gravity canceled, constantly use those in tournaments. And it was just such an impressive force, especially since you get that bottom hitbox that you don't get when, you know, you hit it on stage.
Naturally, yeah. Get that spike down, score the early KOs. Let's see. They're eyeing Mammoth Fortress. We're going... Wow, Mammoth Fortress instead of Twilight Grove from the last game.
I hear this is a popular map.
I like
Mammoth
it, you
Fortress. People use that quite a bit.
People like it, you know. It's solid. It's stable. It's very rectangular.
Ooh, that was a little bit scary. I think Blood Diamond, if he positioned himself right, might have been able to get that neutralite, put them in a temporary black hole situation.
Oh my gosh. Those are not the words you want to hear 10 seconds into a match.
Nice side sig, and that's a kill coming out from Blood Diamond. And that's another kill coming out from Blood Diamond. It's been 30 seconds, and Blood Diamond Noel are going absolutely insane right now.
You were talking about Blood Diamond carrying Noel. I'm starting to believe it. The hype is real. And you know what? Maybe Cyclist doesn't want to bring out the Ragnar because he's seen Blood Diamonds.
Oh my god, Blood Diamond did some incredible work there. Looked like he faltered a bit against Cyclist. Noel, however, still like yellow on his first stock. Hard charge to down 6. Cyclist at least came in to get that quick punish, turns around, goes back to work on Blood Diamond. And it looks like they want to try to focus Noel. Get that stock off since they knew he had such an advantage with it. Instead, he's going to take down Decidu to the last stock.
Man, this is dangerous. You know, last game we saw Cyclist go down to 1 stock very early. This time it's Isidru.
Or both.
And Cyclist. Oh my gosh. A minute and a half in.
Noel and Blood Diamond just look stronger and stronger the more they play. I think
some lance work coming out from Isidru. It is going to take down Blood Diamond.
Yeah, Blood Diamond, I think, went a little bit too deep, and Isidru saw his opportunity, saw that he could just quickly use a couple of lance moves, take out that recovery, and now Noel's the,
Honestly,
out of three last stock people, Noel is still on his first stock.
Oh my gosh. There it is. Commentator's curse, taking out Noel's stock.
At long last.
Assisted by that spear side air. And you know what? I think Cyclist and Isidru, they can still do this.
It's
I
possible.
think their strategy has clearly changed to focus Blood Diamond. You see, he quickly went from white into the orange. They're looking to take him out so they can get that 2v1. That's almost enough.
Cyclist with a long charge on that down 6 sent Blood Diamond upward. Noel was not able to get his downlight into gravity cancel neutral heavy. Isidru going very deep with that ground pound. A quick weapon throw is going to send him back down to Noel, which actually got him killed.
Oh, they've got the power play. Noel and Blood Diamond both down on their last stock. And Blood Diamond needs to be very careful. He's super damaged.
Cyclist had an edge guard on Blood Diamond in the side 6. He's going to kill him. Isidru's off to the side of the stage. On in the very end, Noel ground pounds his own teammate, then gets the down 6 for the kill. Noel and Blood Diamond take game number 2.
Man,
that's going to be the set.
Honestly, I thought Cyclist and Isidru had that one at the end.
really thought at the end there, they had a chance. They had a chance. I don't know if it was really looking ever in their favor, but there was a moment there where it was like, man, they could make this. This could be it.
They had a shot, especially when Noel was on 3 stocks, and they quickly brought him down to 1.
They brought him down to 1 and then went, okay, Blood Diamond. Like, as long as we keep the battleground even, then we can focus on the weakest link.
Man. So that is going to tell us it's going to be Noel and Blood Diamond later on. It'll be Noel and Blood Diamond versus Multimum TB.
Oh,
one of those teams is going to take a winner's slot in top 8.
Winner's slot in top 8 to guarantee the Sunday. Everyone wants the Sunday.
Everybody wants Sunday.
I want Sunday. I'm getting pretty hungry.
That's how. Oh, okay. All right. I hear you. I hear you.
Some nice ice cream. That's always good.
Man, you know, I saw Game Fiend earlier. We grabbed some coffee in between some commentary sets.
Oh.
And he saw this nice little shop. Had a bunch of brownies, cookies, cupcakes. He's just like, you know what? I need to get these cupcakes. He bought one, and immediately, just as we're walking out of the store, he's popping it open. I'm like, all right, he's going to scarf it down right now. Okay, that's cool. He just grabs it out of the container and looks like he just flicks it right into the garbage until I realized, no, he just held on to the entire cupcake.
Oh.
He flipped all the frosting off of it.
Oh, wow.
The entire batch of frosting. Just bam.
Some good
right
tech.
into the garbage. He was done. He's like, I just want the cake.
Yeah.
I think 1100 was walking with us. He looked like he was about to cry. Like, he's got a little bit of a sweet tooth, so I understand that. But, you know, 1100 was just like, oh my gosh. How dare you do that to this beautiful cupcake?
I can relate to Game Fiend. I'm not one for.
Do you just scrape all the frosting off?
I don't scrape it. I'll like, if there's a large mound, I'll take off most of the mound. I need some of it. It's got to. There's a balance.
He was like none.
There's a balance there.
Bald.
Okay. I'm not about the bald. Okay?
He had like a Sparky level cupcake.
That's too bald.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Please don't listen to this, Sparky. Everyone tweet at who is Sparky and let him know that he's doing a great job.
Tell him about the bald level. Just at who's Sparky? Bald level cupcake.
Oh my gosh. The Craftsman hat, it's got to hold on, man. I heard it was falling apart.
Falling apart. So he's going to replace it now, right? Like,
I mean,
replace it.
Maybe. We were thinking about like trying to get him a hat. I'm not sure what we would put on it.
Apparently he's just very picky about hats. We were on the desk earlier here, and he was just like, I'm very picky about how people try to buy me hats. And I'm like...
We were thinking about getting like another Craftsman hat, except doing the font in like the Brawlhalla, the nice Brawlhalla font.
Oh no, he told me about that. He told me about that. Yeah, he mentioned it.
That would be cool.
It'd definitely be something unique.
Yeah, everyone would just be like, that is unmistakably Sparky.
That's the Sparky hat.
Or Sparky 979, depending on which social media you're looking at.
He flips around, or who is Sparky, which is.
It's a very valid question.
A confusing Twitter handle. Do we know who Sparky is?
That's
do
like a Jeopardy,
is?
you know? He is the Jeopardy answer.
That's the answer. It's the answer to the question.
Alex Trebek. Who is Sparky?
Beep.
What's the question that goes along with that? Or what's the answer that
the
goes
most
along
electrifying
with that question?
man in entertainment in Brawlhalla esports.
Naturally. Okay. Yeah, that sounds right.
There you go.
I think he wrote that one himself. Very
it's not like I've ever heard him say it.
Man.
We're waiting out here as we wait for the next match. Take a look at the bracket real quick.
Oh yeah. I see.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fellow commentator just staring at me right now, Mr. You Got Thrown. I'm sure you guys have caught him on some of that nice twitch.tv/datafgc, as well as over here /Bifuteki. He's running a lot of commentary. I'm sure he's getting some time up on top stage as well. He's Mr. Froned, man.
Mr. Froned.
He says the words. He's got the silky smooth voice. I like it.
I haven't casted him with him yet. I think there was some scheduled and then some unscheduled.
Right, some stuff shifted around in the morning, so we were just like, all right, let's reformat that, figure that out. So I was supposed to cast with Fats and then TK Breezy. I casted with TK Breezy and then Fats.
Huge difference.
I know, right?
The dynamic totally changes.
How do I do it? This adaptation. How does one manage?
Brawlhalla, the Brawlhalla channel, are they doing a match right now? I can't tell.
Nope, I see Duke and Sparky, talking. They got their @who's Sparky sitting up there with the Craftsman hat.
I've been coming into Brawlhalla's chat and sort of plugging in this one because I know most people are over there.
Oh, yeah,
coming in chat.
It is the main channel after all.
I may have accidentally, instead of pasting my copy paste of like, hey, check out the games going on in Bifuteki. I might have accidentally pasted a Discord invite to my Discord.
Oh, I see.
So I had to undo that.
Hit Sparky with an invite?
No. I panicked a little bit. Fortunately, only 3 people hit it before I revoked the invite, and then I banned 3 people, and it was good.
Oh, naturally.
But
why would you ban them? Who were they? They could have been very nice folks.
I knew one of them. Nice folk. Had to do it.
Okay. They don't need to start hearing your Rainbow Six matches.
I mean, that's really all that happens in that channel. It's really just Rainbow Six. Like every once in a while, TWK will come in and be like, "Hey, I wonder what's happening in this other channel that I'm in. Oh, they're doing Rainbow Six again."
Yep, that's pretty much it. You gotta take out the cameras.
Yes. That is the most important part.
Very important.
I have to tell you, if you play Rainbow Six enough, you'll like walk into random buildings and notice cameras and just be like upset that you cannot shoot the camera, which is a weird thing to feel. Because I'm not out here shooting random things. I don't own a gun. I've never shot a gun.
I think I've seen some like Home Alone knockoff movies where that's a thing, except like the kids walking around with like a Nerf gun, suction cup darts. Perfectly covers the camera lens.
It's just like you got to be really irritated if you're a security guard and you suddenly see, because you'll see it and you'll know. You're like, oh, some kid with a Nerf gun just went over and suction cupped all my security cameras. It's going to be one of those days.
Honestly, I would be more impressed than anything else.
A little bit impressed.
Like, kudos,
Kudos.
You always try those, you fire them and they just kind of like bounce off the window or something.
That's true.
They don't always stick well.
Soap and water.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're priming your darts.
So you get a little bit of soap and water. You get the suction on the first try.
Wow.
That's how you do it.
Nerf tips, ladies and gentlemen. Part of the creed.
Yeah, those are good days. Good days.
Oh man. Now I'm just kind of imagining what a Nerf war would look like during BCX here.
I'm sort of imagining like you've got your pile of Nerf darts.
Yep.
You got a couple different guns right here. You got your Nerf LMG. Have you seen a Nerf LMG?
Oh yeah.
Those are nuts.
Yeah.
I'm blown away by those.
I know Effie would be up in the rafters with like the long rifle with the scope and
is Effie a sniper kind of guy?
He strikes me as that. You know, he's very methodical. He's very thought out.
That's true. That's true. Egg Soup would run around with a Nerf sword.
Oh yeah, obviously. Obviously, you'd be flipping, rolling over tables.
I was talking to Egg about getting into Rainbow Six, and he's like, "Is there anyone that I can just not listen to any of you guys and just go in and shoot people?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
It's a very methodical game, but yes, you can do that.
That's all he's ever wanted to do.
He's he's the
on
top
their team. He says he lets LDZ, just never die, just be methodical,
and he gets 800 damage.
Yeah, and Egg just goes in.
Yeah,
he just goes in and presses buttons.
I did some sparring against Egg Soup for the first time in a long time a couple months ago, and I was just like, I don't even know what to do because anytime I try to make a move, I'm suddenly off stage. Just like,
oh,
I don't know what happened, but now I'm off stage. And Egg's there, and he's right in front of me,
terrifying.
and he's about to kill me. And I'm like, okay, I got to turn on Edgeguard mode. At no point in my sets against Egg did I ever turn off Edgeguard mode. It just didn't happen.
You're just there's just never stage underneath you.
No.
It's like,
no,
where is the world? What has happened?
It's like wall slip is coming. I can't. No one's letting off the pressure. We just keep going. And then Egg did actually die to wall slip, so that was a thing. Wow. Egg does that. He's that kind of guy. I remember
DBZ fights, man.
LDZ in the tournament, and he wall slipped, and I was like, I messaged LDZ. I was like, "What are you doing? Hey, are you just throwing the game?" He's like, "No, I don't know how wall slip works."
Oh my gosh.
I believe it. LDZ doesn't know how wall slip works.
I mean, he took a break for a while.
He took a break. He came back. I'm like, Did you study up on the game? He's like, no. He doesn't read patch notes.
He just reads people.
Everything about his play is like natural. It's
all
whatever comes to his head. So he doesn't know how many frames are in a sword neutralite. He doesn't know about, edge guard, push-off columns. He doesn't know how wall slip works or what a dash jump fast fall. He watched O'Brain's video.
Oh,
and he was like, "What's DJ?" And I'm like, "LDZ."
Man.
Come on, man.
That's DJ Tech Live.
Right? That's what it is.
Man, if you guys don't know DJ Tech Live, he streams Brawlhalla stuff. He streams a bunch of stuff. He's a really cool guy. Definitely check out his channel if you get the chance. I'm hoping he pops his head in here this weekend. Yeah. If only in Twitch chat.
That'd be pretty neat. A big variety streamer. He was on the Battle Brawl Invitational #2.
Yep.
And of course, we've seen the winner of Battle Brawl Invitational #1 for quite some time. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to that guy's mentor, whoever he is.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he did a great job. Great job.
Great job. He might have made a Ragnar skin.
Oh, great skin. Great skin.
One of the best.
The best.
Wow. Okay.
I'll call it.
Humble much?
No. Nope. Ragnar skin, best skin in the game. You heard it from me. The most trustworthy source.
Yes, Fats is coach.
Yeah, Fats is coach.
Oh, man. Looks like we're getting some button settings going on here. And I think I'm seeing Cyclist and Sidru sitting down with Ariel and Corsation. Is that right?
Looks like it, I think.
Oh, man.
What's the most unique button setup you've seen? Anything
probably
crazy?
Whatever game
I'm sorry.
uses.
Does he not use attacks? There's nothing on quick attack, and there's nothing on heavy attack. So the answer is never attack.
What?
I'm sorry, what? Wait.
I don't... Wait. He's got to be a mouse player.
Ah, that's what it is.
He's got to be a mouse player.
That's interesting. So why bother disabling? Is he concerned about... Are the buttons that he's using close to kick?
You know, I see that a lot in a lot of fighting games. When people are playing on arcade sticks, they'll even go out and disable the far buttons that are usually like all 3 punches together or all 3 kicks. They'll disable them because they just don't. They just either want it to be a dead button or they don't even want to risk pressing it.
Wow.
Queen 9.
That's interesting. I mean, yeah, I can see it. I mean, I remember when we had that numlock issue. That's like, oh, you gotta.
Oh, yep.
You got to make sure you
This
input
keyboard
the
just reads it
secondaries.
as a different setting entirely. It becomes a different set of buttons.
And it was very nice when you guys introduced the patch that made it so it automatically did that. And then I didn't have to worry about it.
3, 2, 1.
Is this... I saw someone was playing random, so I assume these are button checks.
Definitely button check. Cyclist, every single time that it's a button check, immediate neutral light. That's his first key. Everybody just flying all over the place. Check the buttons, and it seems like the Isidru Classic is once he's tested all the buttons, just ground pound down.
Yep. And Cyclist, greedy, wants to stay on stage.
Well, I mean, that's Queen 9 never die. She
like
just
if your
can't die,
teammate,
even in button checks.
If your teammate's killing themselves 3 times, it's basically pointless for him to stay alive.
You're right. It's for that mental advantage. You know, it's like staring down the enemy team, saying, no, you need to end this button check.
Apparently Dr. Phazon and Little Cap are up on stage.
Oh my gosh.
Who I haven't
Sparky
seen
is
yet?
Screaming his head off.
Which makes me think they were seeded for, they qualified is what I should say.
Lil Cap and Dr. Phazon? I believe so.
Barasa.
Along with Addy and Cake. So 2 pre-qualified teams fighting up against each other. Very neat.
All right, Crustacean and Aerial locking in. Sentinel, Hattori, Isidru and Cyclist on Barraza and Nai.
And here we go. QS. Was QS playing Hattori before? Because I remember the
so.
Sentinel.
He's been bouncing around a few different characters.
That's what I thought.
I do like that, you know, Isidru is going with that extra defense on Barraza.
Yeah, I remember Sparky and I were talking a lot about every once in a while we saw some moves that was just like, that person used the defense skin and is alive because of that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that today. So much damage flying out in 2v2 matches.
As we get on into this, no super crazy gimps in the first 10 seconds on in this particular match.
That's good. That's the stability that the extra defense gives. You know, lowest defense character on here right now is Hattori. All of Sentinel, Barraza, and Queen Nai, most of the hardiest defense characters in the game.
Cyclist is taking quite a lot of damage. Look, I gotta say it. I don't think Cyclist's Queen Nai is really doing it. I want to see Ragnar.
I think that might be you being just a little bit selfish.
Maybe a little bit.
Do you know what kind of skin he would use with that Ragnar?
I mean, look, I'm not going to say it, but there is one best skin.
Okay.
He knows that.
We'll see if he ends up needing it. Right now, they still have a stock lead.
Yeah, he definitely brought it back. Cyclist was the first one in red, but he managed to use that defense. And now QS and Aerial are trying to make it back.
2 stocks apiece. They've got to put in some work, but Isidru, oh my gosh.
And he brought him back up.
Manhandling QS.
Sent him down, brought him back up. I think he didn't quite want to go for that downline to the side heavy. Cyclist trying to come in and save his teammate, but instead isn't going to be able to do that. Throws away his weapon, taking a little bit of damage. Everyone else in the game is quite even, except for Isidru, who is just not taking any damage on the second stock.
You know he's going to be hunting with those signatures. Both Queen Nai and Barraza, their signatures hit incredibly hard. Not even going to need it, though. Just a Blaster's recovery to pick it up. QS and Aerial going down to 1 stock.
And QS trying to get this edge guard on Isidru. Both teams swapping out now. I think in terms of that sort of 2v2 play, there's a little bit of mix, but it feels mostly like 2 1v1s that are constantly switching with each other, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not quite a simple, oh, you go over here, you go over here, and now it's just 1v1 for the entirety of the stock. Every once in a while they'll switch, but it's not quite synergistic.
Isidru with that gravity cancel neutral sig pushes Aerial too far. They're getting the 2v1. QS in danger.
And Cyclo's just going to charge that neutral sig in hopes that QS runs into it. If he doesn't, that's fine. He's not going to get the punish because his main Isidru is right there.
Oh, that's enough to close it out. 4 stocks to none at the end there.
What started as a mostly even game became a 4 stock very quickly. Cyclus and Isidru making it work. QS, he's probably going to switch, right? He just keeps switching?
I would imagine
All he does is switch.
He's got a pretty wide stable of characters that he has access to and can play at a very high level. So not at all surprised to see him switch it up. Going to Diana. Well, Blasters have been performing really well in the 2s space. And Bo, if you're looking for some early KOs on these high defense characters, Bo's a pretty good weapon to go for.
Bo's crazy. Bo, I say that as I think about Daiko and Effie and Daiko's incredible bow play. Like, that's what really sticks in my mind.
Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, side air, down air, all great, you know, edge guard tools. And then the ground pound can score KOs so early.
So effectively. And, like, you get you and your teammate in the right edge guard position, and your opponent, you can definitely force your opponent into that bow ground pound no matter how slow it is.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of team combos that end up going into it as well.
Oh!
QS catching with the tail end, taking the first stock off of Isidru. This is big.
As Isidru is like he was in the middle of a signature when that happened, if I'm correct, right?
Oh
like
yeah.
Those startup frames are what pushed him into QS's signature.
Yeah, and that's big because Isidru, you know, it took him so long to even lose his first stock in that first game.
Oh, Isidru kills
friendly
Cyclus!
Fire.
He got a double kill. Unfortunately, not on the right person,
look at these
QS.
setups, the combos. Isidru already going into the orange despite having 9 defense.
QS looking like TB over there. Maybe he'll learn a thing or two from that match.
Man, Cyclus is so good at just dodging around the Blaster's range. Just getting all this chip damage with those guitars.
A little bit of neutral light here, a little bit of down light there.
Ho ho ho! Side light knocked him into the gravity cancel neutral sig. Isidru and Cyclus, their teamwork is so good sometimes. But I feel like Isidru, you know, he's very trigger happy. You know?
I saw you put in that sometimes as he got more team damage.
That's how it works. You know, I felt a little responsible. Commentator's curse.
And Aerial pushing Isidru outward. They're looking for
Oh,
that
the
kill,
double!
and the double's gonna do it. Really nice gun recovery. You know what I thought was really interesting is the gun recovery. They were moving to either side of the gun recovery, and he just stuck with it. Like,
yeah,
if they move too
tried
far,
to shoot straight for the middle.
He might miss both of them instead of like following one. He stuck with it. He managed to get the double kill.
It was a calculated risk, and the math checks out.
And now Cyclist side sig almost sending QS to his death. Pretty early on, that side sig doing so much force.
Oh no, man. QS, you know, as much as this Diana pick has worked out for him, if he goes down now, he's leaving Aerial alone for 2v1.
Which, I mean, at this point, is what it looks like we're going to be coming down to. The Isidru Cyclists are, however, on their last stock, in red, in orange, 1v2. This could definitely go to either team.
Here we go, both of them just kind of hunting, placing Aerial in between them. That's what you're really looking for. You know, when you've got the 2v1, even if you're going to get punished for trying to take out the 1, if your teammate's there to back it up and just get any bit of extra damage, it keeps working in your favor.
You want to get that pinball effect between you and your teammate, and look at that. That's what we're looking for. The side air coming out from Decidu, and Cycle is falling it immediately with the side sig. They take it. 2-0.
That was clean.
Very clean. There was some.
It was very close matches. Don't get me wrong, but you know, once they had 2v1s at the end, it was always
methodical.
Nice structure.
Right. Like we don't have to throw this. We don't have to do something crazy.
Yep.
You know, we're not jellyfish. We don't need to downlight and gravity cancel downlight, ledge cancel downlight, ground pound recovery.
Hey man, don't harsh on that man's highlight reel.
It was beautiful.
All right.
It was so good.
He is very beautiful.
It was a lot of fun to see.
I love watching him play, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
He's stylish outside of the game as well.
I try to be stylish sometimes, but Jellyfish is on another level.
Oh, yeah.
He's stylish in game. He's stylish in real life. He's got those sunglasses.
Yeah, those sunglasses, man, with the dew. It works. It works.
It's pretty great. What are we going to be seeing next? Doesn't look like we got a match technically lined up. On main stage, I see Malto and TB, Noel and Blood Diamond. There's the match you were talking about.
That's the match.
The
winner of that one that's going on the mainstream right now is going to make it into winner's side top 8 for Sunday.
And yeah, and like I'm pretty sure Noel for sure. I'm not sure how many circuit points Blood Diamond has in 1v1, but between Noel and Multimum, you win, you relax till Sunday.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Noel actually, I believe he has the most circuit points out of anybody.
Sounds about right. Because I know EU, if I remember correctly, EU top circuit points is in the middle of NA top circuit of NA circuit points.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, EU is a very volatile
It's very
region.
volatile, right? Like, NA, you're getting much more similar top 8s tournament per tournament than EU. I mean, you got some names here from EU who I didn't even know about, like, say, 2-3 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Goosey? I still don't know what Goosey looks like, but I want to. I hear Goosey's the dark horse. Like, where is he?
Is that your pick?
I haven't even seen him play, man. I don't know.
Oh, have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I assume he's on the bracket somewhere. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna check right now.
You want to scratch that itch, find that curiosity?
When and who is he playing? And who is he teaming with? I don't remember. Goosey. Right, he's with M for Mini. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So M for Mini and Goosey are going to be fighting Kyler, Alice, and Tiger.
You know, I really like the fact that
that seems so perfect.
Both the Southeast Asia and
a break?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're going to go a quick break. I assume we're going to be setting up some matches. Don't go anywhere.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, you can go to Brawlhalla's Twitch.
On the /Brawlhalla.
And then come back.
Brawlhalla. We got the main stream going on. It's going to be Noel and Blood Diamond versus Multimum and TB. That's going to be a crazy match. We will be back here in about 10 minutes.